Live from Detroit, live from Detroit, live from Detroit.
Pink suits with hats to match, big crocodiles and Cadillacs. You looking for the fattest sacks? This is where it's at. Windows tinted, seats for lyric line. Keep the hands on the burner, cause niggas know that it's money.
Yo, what up, though? It's your man Jay Johnson, aka the tinfoil hat titan, aka the conspiracy realist, aka the technology snob, Steve Jobs Jr. Don't text me with your green bubbles, aka I only debate my equals, everybody else I teach, aka Juice, because all the hoes say J.U. Ice. Also known as Young Caesar, because you know you can't roam without me. The best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. What up?
That was excessively long, man.
That's what she said.
Don't throw me with that. I don't have nothing nearly as close. This Dame Gone Wild, Pride of Puritan Avenue, the West Side Warlord, your mama's favorite dame, Chief Big Dame Don't Fuck Around, and hey, I'm just happy to be here this week, man.
That's what's up, man. How was your week, dog?
Week was good, man. I want to jump into something real quick, because before we started...
Well, welcome back to Shop Talk Podcast, episode 39.
Yeah, 39. My bad, because I'm getting a little overzealous. But I wanted to jump right into this shit, and I want to talk about it now. Rick Ross has an incredible album.
I enjoyed the album, man.
Top to bottom, I have not stopped listening to this shit. I think it's too early to call it a classic, but I think he has a really dope album.
He do. Rather You Than Me dropped, this is Saturday, so it dropped yesterday. Just listening to the album through, I mean, I love Apple of My Eye,
Yeah.
Santori Grease, Idols is so hard. That's when he talked to Birdman on there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even call it a diss, and it wasn't like he literally just talked to him.
Rick Ross has the best ear for beats in the business. He stay in his fucking pocket, and he make a Rick Ross sounding album. The production compliments that nigga throughout and through that bitch. He's whatever he doing, like, keep doing that shit. This is a good ass album. It just feel like I want to, it's summertime, it's late July. I want to roll around when it's dark as fuck with the windows down and a red cup with some brown in it, blowing a little leaf, and just listen to that album real slow, just late at night, just cruising.
I think we probably
in an old school.
I think we probably take Rick Ross for granted because he's so consistent, and you pretty much know what you're gonna get from him every time. I enjoy the music because it's typically a laid back flow over really high production, and it's almost like the music, for lack of a better term, it sounds a little bit more mature. You know what I mean?
His first 3 albums were fucking amazing. Then he had like a little bit of a drop off. And then, what was that one that had Sanctified on there? That kind of started piquing my interest again, but Black Market wasn't that shit. But this, I'm fucking with it.
After, I didn't start messing with Ross music until Deeper Than Rap. After Deeper Than Rap, I enjoyed every project except I wasn't a fan of Hood Billionaire.
Okay.
I wasn't a fan of Hood Billionaire. Black Market was solid to me. It wasn't any kind of, for whatever reason, the radio or the quote unquote industry, everybody just decided not to fuck with Ross. Because after listening to this one, I went back and listened to Black Market, and I was like, why wasn't I fucking with this shit all the way?
I don't know. I'm a really different type of hip hop fan. I like rap's shit about selling drugs and guns and doing criminal shit. Like, I like gangster rap. And if I'm not listening to gangster rap, like just strictly that type of shit, like something like Rick Ross is what I need. But Smoke DZA came out with a good album. Him and Pete Rock, Don't Smoke Rock.
That was
this year.
You sure? I think that was the end of last year.
No, that was this year. And Dave East put out a project too.
In 2017?
I'm pretty sure those both came out in 20.
No, man.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I think that was 20.
Alternative facts, bro.
Yeah.
Hella alternative facts.
But Rick Ross, he is very consistent. He has a really good project, and I enjoy the music. But let's talk about his song called False Idols. What it's called? Idols Become Rivals.
Yeah.
Well, he gets at I don't even want to say gets at, because people. Well, he talks a lot about The whole song is about baby. Okay,
I don't like this passive aggressive type of dissing. Like, I want niggas' feelings to be hurt after diss records drop, and I don't be feeling like them shits had that type of sting to it. I was hoping Remy was gonna do it with Sheether, but like, really, it lost its retaining value. You really don't care about Sheether anymore, and if you do, you're lying.
I mean, for the most part, after a beef is over, like, you don't really go back and listen to the diss records like all the time. After that whole little mood is over,
Niggas, throw Hit 'em Up on right now.
I love him.
Throw Hit 'em Up on right now.
You don't
I'm
listen
gonna rap that shit word for word.
But you don't listen to Hit 'em Up weekly. Like, you know, that's not like that's not like.
I don't know what type of weeks you got. Well, hey, Hit 'em. I probably listen to Hit 'em Up once a week. That's probably not. Nah, maybe that's a lot. That's a lot. Maybe twice a month.
Yeah, I mean, I fuck with Pop all the time. Like, he's my favorite rapper. Period. But
I wake up to a lot of bullshit music. Like, that's how I wake up in the morning. You know, my song, my nigga, and we can just move on because I feel like I'm blabbing right now. But my motherfucking song is Bugatti. Ace Hood, Rick Ross, motherfucking Future.
I love
that's
that
my shit. Now I'm gonna give a real honest opinion. Ace Hood is a decent MC, but that song was too big for him. That needed to be Meek's song. And then he needed to have a rich nigga remix with like T.I., fucking Diddy, like make that shit, keep that shit going.
For whatever reason, I don't know why people don't fuck with Ace Hood. When I actually took a listen to his actual
he can rap.
Nigga can rap, and all these hit songs that we know, like, he made great fucking songs, hit singles that we all rap and listen to, but
he like a flow rider. Like, niggas really not trying to fuck with him.
I don't know why, man, but
niggas not trying to fuck with that nigga Ace Hood. So, but Bugatti is my shit.
Speaking of, since we on music or whatnot, so it's been a week since Nicki dropped her response record, No Frauds, and she was explaining how this was a hit record. We don't diss people. We don't make diss records. We make hit records and we diss people on them. And she was like, Remy Ma, I'm giving you 72 hours to respond. One, you can't take a week and a half, 2 weeks to respond and then give somebody a time limit. But is this...
And they dropped that artwork for Culture Vultures.
Which is, it came across the internet, but who actually posted it?
I don't know.
I think somebody made that shit.
I be hating that the internet be getting me excited about bullshit.
But is No Frauds a hit record?
No.
I just brought up the charts. It's like number 30.
No one cares.
Yeah, it's over.
Like that battle is a wet fart in the middle of the night. Nobody gives a fuck.
You should care if you have a wet fart, because that may be a problem in the sheets. But
oh man, that's a whole nother story time with Dan.
What?
What? No, I'm just fucking around.
All right. Any run-ins with the police this week, man?
Nah, man.
No court
knock on wood. I'm gonna get my shit together, man. I'm gonna have my license back for real, yo.
Okay.
Like, I'm not gonna be riding around here dirty in 2017. Watch what I say. Sure as Jesus raised the sun on a Sunday morning, I'm gonna have my license back.
So a couple people tagged me in a post by Tyrese earlier this week, and they wanted to hear my thoughts. You know what post I'm talking about?
Yeah, when he was kind of going in on women and how they carry themselves and look. Typical Tyrese shit. I feel like this type of shit comes up with him more often than not.
Yeah.
Tyrese might not need a microphone in front of his face all the time.
So I want to discuss. I said I was going to discuss on the podcast. So he say, I just feel the need to send a message to all the ladies who just think dudes are stupid. We know the difference in real hair and fake clip-ons. We know eyelash extensions. We know the fake hard titties pointing in 4 different directions with your rib showing in the middle. Why so much separation? We know when you got your guy, you got your little chicken legs and it leads to an oversized fake ass. He went to a whole bunch of shit. So he talking about the woman body and all the extra shit, and said because of this, no man is ever going to take you serious. Because of all those things, because you like a manufactured clown. Some of you convince yourself that it's okay how many dudes be trying to get at you. But let me explain. That's a temporary fix, and you will continue to attract men only with the temporary fix. Shout out to Team Natural, Team Squats, and all other bullshit. Essentially, it was like, because you do
I hate stupid hashtags.
Yeah, because you do all that shit, no man's gonna ever take you serious, and you just wasting your time. So that went out.
Look, Tyrese, nobody gives a fuck about your opinion, man. There's somebody for everybody. I'm not even going down that slippery slope. Like, there's somebody out here that enjoy fake titties and fake asses. It may not be me, but I'm sure there's a market for it. So, I mean...
Like, Tyrese, this is 1 week after you got married. Why is this impacting you anymore? Like, you just found your queen, right? Like, last week you was talking about you found your black...
But that's how niggas get, though. They get a girl and they all of a sudden become high and mighty. You know a nigga like that. Like, he get in a relationship with a chick, like, that used to be your nigga, y'all would hang out, like, all the time. And I'm not saying, like, if you're in a relationship, you need to be with your niggas all the time. No, you need to be with your fucking lady. But I'm just saying, like, you would run into the nigga a little bit more often, like Super Bowl Sunday, you know we might run into each other.
Yeah.
Final Four, I might see that nigga at the bar. But now you just don't never hear from him. You call and he'll call back, you text him, you just see the dots, and then nothing come through. Like, nigga, I know you saw my text. Like, don't be that homeboy.
But, so I do think that I don't want to speak in absolutes, because that's where I think people get into trouble speaking in absolutes. If you got your breasts done, your ass done, and all this extra shit all at the same time, to a certain extent, I kind of think you probably got some mental health issues. Not that you're crazy or something like that, like something wrong with you, but you probably have some internal things that you're trying to fix. This is not absolute, because some people, like, hey, I got some little titties, I want some bigger titties. Like, that's just the end of it. But when you do everything at the same time, like, it's some deeper issues that's going, it could be some deeper issues that's going on there, right?
It could be. You're sitting on a little bit of bank if you do it all at the same time, or you're going to Puerto Rico and letting them use them alternative tools in you and shit.
Man, I watched on Twitter, somebody came across my timeline, this girl YouTubed her whole experience from going over there and doing all this extra shit.
Two of the biggest fears that I have are going to jail abroad and having to go to a hospital in a third world country. Those are two things that, like, make me fucking nervous to travel across the sea, because I want to go see.
You'd probably be straight in Cuba. You know they get, like, free everything over there?
That's cool, but I would much prefer to be in the United States, like, if something happened to me and I need to be in the hospital.
You know how you got a bunch of niggas in the city who sell t-shirts and shit like that? Like, in Cuba, it's a bunch of motherfuckers who doctors with no people to work on and shit. Like, in real life, that's a real problem.
No, I don't care how many doctors they got. And get me on a boat, get me fucking back to Florida, and let a nigga in a clinic in Florida fuck with me.
From Cuba.
That's fine. I don't want to die on foreign soil. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I don't want to go I've been arrested in Canada. And it's a completely different experience than getting arrested in America.
Yeah, that read your rights shit. Because you don't know the rights that you have.
You don't know nothing. You get in the back of the car, and all the Canadian police, like, typically have other police experience or fucking like retired military, or you have to have like a 4-year degree. So they're just not letting
random niggas.
Yeah, any local yokel get out there and fuck with you. Like, these niggas is official. But being locked up in Canada is a whole nother country. The end. So
you get married. You married, and your wife says she want to get her ass done. What do you do? How's that conversation?
I'm not gonna marry a woman that doesn't have a phenomenal ass already.
Maybe you think it's okay, but she want it bigger.
No, baby, we can spend our money on something else.
So you tell her no, she can't do that with her own body?
I'm strongly suggesting no. I mean, now a woman one thing that I know is that a woman gonna do what the fuck she wants to do. It don't matter what you say or what you request.
True that.
Like, a woman gonna do exactly what the fuck she wants. That's just gonna be the end.
And she has her own right to do whatever she wants with her own body, right?
Yeah. I wouldn't be out. I'm not out there campaigning for it, but I mean, if she bought it back and it was like, okay. I mean, I can live with that. I'll take it. You gotta have a little jiggle though. It's gotta like how a water balloon. Got like a little jiggle. That's how, that's how an ass need to fucking feel. So,
That is a wonderful analogy.
like
Actually.
a water balloon.
That is a wonderful analogy. Dog.
So, but if your ass start turning, hard like Dr. Naismith official, then you made the wrong move.
So you meet a woman, and she has a very nice body, and she tell you that she got work done. Do you think less her?
No, I don't give no fuck. That fake ass butt still gonna make me bust for real, so I don't care.
All right, outside of just fucking, like you gonna be in a certified relationship. Like, does that have an impact?
A certified relationship with a fake ass. Oh man.
Like, does it really? I mean, because to the point, essentially, he was saying that you only gonna attract a certain type of man, and a real person is never gonna want you for an actual relationship. Is he true in that regard, or he just doing the Tyrese thing? I've never been in that situation. I don't know.
Neither have I. That's an interesting caveat. I don't know, because what you going to look like 30 years from now, your ass still sitting up at the top of your back. You know what I'm saying? You're going to look stupid as... Like, that's what I really want. That's what I need to see. We need to get older, and we need to see what that shit looks like for our generation, so we know, so I can tell my son what to expect. I went through my Instagram today and I said, I'm going to start unfollowing all the women on here that got fake body and fake work. But as I was going through that shit, my list was fucking dwindling.
You about to be following all your niggas back too.
That list was dwindling. It's terrible out here, but I just want to see what your ass gonna look like 25, 30 years from now, because that shit's not going to be enjoyable. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, you're going to be out here looking dumb as fuck with a fucking waterbed in your ass.
I just think that people shouldn't listen to Tyrese. The first time we seen this nigga, he had a tongue ring in. So everything about life from you is questionable. Singing on the fucking bus with the Coca-Cola commercial with a damn tongue ring. Shout out to Watts. I'm pretty sure they don't want him to be from there. I don't know. I just don't. I've never looked at him in that light because of that.
Yeah, tongue ring. That's a hard one to come back from.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, man. Moving on. This week, Trump released his tax. Well, somebody got a hold of 45's taxes or returns
from 2005.
And I guess that was a big deal for like 2.5 hours. You know how we got away from talking about his tax return?
Oh.
There was the next story was about Snoop Dogg.
Pointing that gun.
Yeah, he made a video, and inside the video there was a clown who resembled 45, and he had a gun to his head. And he pulled the trigger. A little flag came out that said "bang," so it symbolizes him shooting this clown and killing the clown or whatever. And that became like an issue across the talking head pundits or whatever. Oh my God, you're threatening to kill the president and all this extra shit. So that became...
People just love to complain about anything, dog. No matter what you do, somebody gonna say some bullshit about it.
So after
Donald Trump gonna resign. That's my prediction.
So after, that came out, and then Lil Bow Wow jumps out the window and talking about how we gonna take your wife and do stuff to it. Like, Bow Wow just jumped all the way out the window. Matter of fact, Trump said something about Snoop. Like, even with his flailing career, if you would have did that to such and such and such and such, I gotta tell you.
Let me tell you something. It's 2017, and you telling me that Donald Trump, Little Bow Wow, and Snoop Dogg are all involved in some type of menagerie of beef. That shit sounds like something straight out of a Simpsons cartoon. Like, that shit sounds like a joke. Why is Donald Trump even allowed to tweet, man? Because he is a blowhole.
So what do you think? So I had a couple conversations this week about this, right? We don't like Trump. Like, we hate him. We don't like 45. Nobody likes him. When I say us, we black folks, whatever, and half of the white folks, you know what I'm saying, whatever. That being said, if, let's say, insert white pop star made a video of them shooting Obama in the head, niggas would lose their fucking mind. Like, it would be everywhere. Like, little niggas would lose they fucking mind.
But
I can't believe this shit. And,
but
like,
there was so much disrespect to Obama. Like, it wasn't, you know, effigies hanging from shits across the country, a black man or Obama's face. Is like, he got a lot of disrespect too.
Yeah, that was like private shit. Like, they had a fake Obama hanging from a gas station in the South. I remember that shit happening. But like, a major artist, in a music video would have an Obama lookalike and shoot him in the head. You know niggas would lose their fucking mind. Like, we just would. Like, it would be marches. It'd be like, we'd be calling for a petition. Like, boycott. No one listen to Sony. Don't buy no Sony Walkman. Don't buy no, like, it would be that big.
Nigga, who's buying Sony Walkman?
I'm just saying. I mean, hey, shout out to Sony who's recording this video camera.
I'm just saying,
but
a Sony Walkman?
I'm just saying, like, we would lose our fucking mind. I just want us to be 100% real with ourselves. We'd be so hypocritical sometimes. I don't fuck with the nigga at all. But I'm not surprised that people was outraged. Because if that was our candidate and somebody was like, put a gun, niggas would be outraged. But you still got the guys of artistic expression. It's inside a music video. You can express your political views however you want to. Bow Wow just get on Twitter and start talking shit. Then T.I. follows him up. Oh, you big scrotum sack and this and that and that and this and that and this. Like, dog, I get it, dog. We don't like this man, but y'all spending so much time and energy trying to convince everybody that you don't like him. Like, what does this prove?
It's not gonna change nothing.
Like, you know, go do something else with your life.
Yeah, it's not gonna change nothing. Hey man, I like to make an observation. You're the only nigga I know that does not have like one DVD.
Why would I have a DVD?
I don't like, nigga. You don't have one DVD in your house.
I got a DVD cart in the back somewhere. It ain't like in a box, but like, who uses physical media still, dog?
I still watch DVDs sometimes, my nigga.
You got a DVD player, nigga?
In my bedroom. I mean, I got my PlayStation 4. I sound like a fucking 12-year-old, but I got my PlayStation 4 in my bedroom, but I got, you know, I watch DVDs sometimes.
I do this shit digital, dog. Like, come on, man. Like, if I can't watch this shit on iTunes or steal it off the internet.
I used to have a Netflix account that somebody changed the password on. You know how that whole shit is. Change the password up on a nigga.
I definitely
cool,
fuck with Netflix. So this week, a picture of Golden Tate flew out there on the internet with him wearing. It was a fake story. To me, it was a fake. The story said this past weekend, Golden Tate, who just married a Caucasian woman, at their wedding party, they wore "Make America Great Again" hats, and they had a picture of him smiling, and him and his wife smiling, and they had these red "Make America Great Again" hats on. And you know, the internet went crazy. Boom, 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 boom. Then, like a couple hours later, he tweets like, "Is this a joke? Like, we definitely did not wear Make America Great Again hats in our wedding. Last week that was in 40."
Get some talented niggas with Photoshop out here in the world.
But he did say, no, I did wear a Make America Great Again hat at a golf tournament, a golf tournament at Trump National or some shit or whatever, and he took a picture in it. I'm like, well, nigga, this is where this picture's from. Don't say that. He said this is 1,000. He said this is false. It never happened, and I'm 1,000% don't support Trump. But you got this hat on, and you and your wife. Your wife is out here smiling in the hat. Now you can vote for whoever the fuck you want to vote for, but
when I call bullshit on it though, you know, I don't know. I don't really give a fuck enough about Golden Tate. I just want my Lions to make it to the playoffs. If he does, I can't forgive it. I was gonna jump out the window. I can't forgive it. Even if you had these hats on, you a hoe for that shit. I just need you to catch passes for my Lions, and when you see a microphone coming your way, like, go the other way, my nigga. There's one other motherfucker that I want to keep the microphone away from his mouth as often as possible.
Jason Whitlock?
No, yeah, I don't like Jason Whitlock.
Hate that.
He a fucking coon, dog. He a fucking coon. Lavar Ball.
So
that nigga's a fucking blowhard.
So listen, and listen.
I want LaVar Ball to shut the fuck up.
Listen, I was with you 100% until yesterday, and I watched this video for him on ESPN, and the nigga is funny. Like at first, I thought he was.
He just loud.
Wait. At first, I thought he was serious, like what he was saying. But then when I saw him on there, he is extremely funny. But Michelle Beto, whatever, was asking him. She was like, "So, do your kids ever get like? Do they ever say something to you like, hey, don't do this?" He was like, "Whoa." He's like, "You know what?" He said, "You know, the only people that ask me that question." She was like, "People without kids." He was like, "No, white folks." And then the whole panel besides her was black, right? You know, so everybody was kind of like on edge. He was like, "Yeah." He's like, because like where y'all from, like. In our house, our kids don't question us. And I was like, like he had the balls to say that shit. I bust out laughing. He was like, because I thought he was gonna go, only people without children say that.
No, but
he was
right,
like, he was like white folks, and everybody started busting out laughing. But
you're right though, because if your mama say something and that's what the fuck she say, that's law, and you bet. And you know, if your mama tell you the sky purple, and that's the new color you call in the sky, you better not question that shit in front of it.
So then I actually started listening to him, and when he was talking, like half the shit he was saying, because I read some shit in a tweet or an article, and just reading this shit sounded absurd, right? Yeah. So he's talking about he'd beat Michael Jordan 1-on-1, and Jordan couldn't fuck with him, and then they brung up his stats, like, nigga, you averaged 2.2 points when you was playing at college at Washington State or some shit like that. He was like, "Oh, y'all didn't look at my junior college, my JUCO days, or whatever." But he was saying it like, it was like in jest. It wasn't like he was serious, and they started asking him questions, and you could tell that he was like, it was damn near a joke, and it's really for promotion. And I'm like, until I never knew who the kids were until I heard of him.
I mean,
I'm like, so clearly it's working.
I remember them talking about this nigga like the preseason, Lonzo Ball. Let me tell you something. This nigga said some wild shit, but I'm in agreement that it could be true. He said he wanted $1 billion
for
deal
all three
for
of his,
boys.
for three of them kids.
Now, I know it sounds wild, but $1 billion. Just hear me out. Just hear me out. $1 billion deal is possible. Now, it's not gonna happen tomorrow. I'm talking maybe like 5-6 years out.
LeBron James did. He just got. It's like
LeBron got a billion.
A lifetime
deal. Yeah, he got a lifetime bill.
They did.
But you got, hold on, man. You got to just follow me real quick. Now, I'm talking about 5-6 years from now, because all these niggas got to be out of college and they all got to be in the NBA at the same time. Now, in order for this shit to work, all three of these niggas got to be fucking stars. As soon as they hit the NBA, they got to be lighting that shit up. Now, if you have that from three very unique talents, and it's three of them, and they are packaged, like...
What that mean?
If... I'm not going to compare them to LeBron. But hold on. I'm not going to compare them to LeBron, but let's just say they have, amazing basketball skills. It's a chance that they could end up with 3 lifetime deals.
You think Damian Lillard got amazing basketball skills?
Damian Lillard, but you have to be able to sell basketball. You have to be able to sell shoes, because there's a lot of niggas that can play but can't sell apparel and shit.
Jordan didn't sell shoes. He wasn't the person that was selling the shoes. But the company did all that shit.
Yeah, the company. But it's like music. You got to connect with your audience. Like, if young niggas don't connect with you, the reason why the Pennies are so revered to us is because we connected with Penny. You know what I'm saying? That was a point in time that was important. The Pippins mean something to me because I connected with Pippin.
You connected with the advertisers who got Chris Rock to be Little Penny. You connected with Chris Rock.
But we 35 and you still remember that shit. Like,
because Chris Rock is one of the greatest comedians of all time.
But I'm saying, but you also remember Little Penny. Like, it's all a package deal. That was all the...
Little Penny is not Anthony Hardaway.
No.
So I just want to... So you think Dwayne Wade has a great basketball talent?
Yeah, but he can't sell shoes.
So I think
nobody wants to wear Dwayne Wade's.
I think it got little to do with the actual person and more to do with the actual shoe.
It has to be a combination.
Like LeBron shoes, LeBron is the shit, right?
Yeah.
Don't nobody fuck with them shoes like that.
Because
them shits look weak.
He come out with some shoes that look alright.
LeBron 9s I bought. and like maybe like the 11s or 10. Like it was a few of them that were straight.
But by buying LeBron for $1 billion, you're getting more than the shoe. You're getting the LeBron James brand. Like Nike necessarily owns LeBron James and his image and his likeness. His main employer is Nike, not the fucking Cavs.
I mean that's a really good conversation because a lot of these deals are more lucrative than some of the NBA deals. But
Kevin Durant gets paid more by fucking Nike than than Golden State pays him. He get $30 million a year from Nike.
It's a like Kevin Durant got some cold shoes. People fuck with his shoes. Steph Curry, people like them fucking shoes.
You ain't gonna catch me in a pair of them Under Armours. I don't give a fuck. Like them shits look like I don't trust them. Like I'm gonna be running up the court and I'm gonna blow my knee out in them shits.
That's
I'm
all
not fucking
marketing.
with Under Armour.
Like literally, that's all marketing because I've seen they did a mock up and they took the Under Armour sign off and put a Nike symbol and the bitches looked just straight. Like you see the Nike symbol on that exact same shoe and the shoe look better. That's some marketing shit.
I hear what you're saying, but I'm still not fucking with them.
I done bought some Under Armour shoes before Steph Curry.
Didn't you blow out your Achilles?
This was after that.
No.
And the reason I bought them is because they had some real high support for the Achilles too. You know what I'm saying? Clearly, but Lonzo Ball is until like Friday, until I watched this shit, I was like, man, I want this nigga to shut the fuck up. Because you cannot be Jordan 101. But he said that he talk shit like any nigga in the barbershop. Like, nigga, I take Jordan to the hole 101. And he was like, I'm 6'6", 270. He was like, he's too small for me. I'm like, well,
I mean, nigga, that's not this ain't your playing weight.
Well, he said when he was playing, he was like he was 260, 265. I'm like, well, he might have been too tall, but you're not fucking with Jordan. Like,
I'm not gonna entertain that conversation. He Chuck challenged him 1-on-1. I don't want to entertain that shit. What I want is for them to stop putting the microphone in that motherfucker's face. Let them boys play.
Man, that nigga out here getting money, selling his hats for $50 a piece, selling
the
his
big
shirts.
baller brand.
Yeah, selling those shirts for like $60. And he was like, why these shirts called? He like, nigga, it's called Big Ballers. Like you can't afford it. He said it with so much confidence though. Like I'm like, no, this guy is really entertaining. Like up until that point, when I was just reading this shit, I'm like, who the fuck is this nigga, dog? And why do we think these kids are so great? Cause that one shit the little son did was weak as fuck when he had a 91.
Yeah.
Every single one of the bitches was back.
He was cherry, yeah, and he wasn't playing no defense.
That shit was weak. But he talking about he did it for a girl with cancer or some dumb shit like that. Well, not dumb shit. But it was a dumb excuse.
I want them little niggas to win. I think he can get $1 billion, but it's gonna take a lot of hard work, a lot of Jesus in that equation. What else, man?
Man, I just got a text that said Drake said fuck Rick Ross. It's 7:34. I don't know if did a song drop? Did Drake drop his album or something? But somebody.
I told you, More Life supposed to drop tonight.
Let's take a look at the Twitter feed just in case some shit is happening in real time.
But that shit's supposed to drop tonight, my nigga. And I think it's gonna be good.
Who knows? More Life. Let's see.
Well, let me say this. I think it's gonna be entertaining because it's dropping right after Rick Ross. It would be great for hip hop and just for my fucking playlist if we got like 2 incredible albums back to back. I know Drake has a classic album in him.
So apparently, I think it may have just dropped.
Oh, if it did.
So Kanye and Drake apparently they just dropped a song, or maybe he's playing it on Apple Music right now. Maybe that's what
I told you. He gonna play it on OVO radio, and then it's gonna drop tonight at midnight. It's gonna be like how Beyonce hit niggas over the head.
So apparently
you're just gonna wake up and there's gonna be Drake everywhere.
There's a Drake and a Kanye song. They're both singing on it at the same time. Cover your ears. So yes, right now they're listening to More Life on OVO Sound Radio. So whatever.
I want the old Kanye, man, and we not gonna get him until Kim Kardashian leave that nigga and take them kids, and he can't see him no more. Then we gonna get another great album.
This is what you got to do, because I know you didn't do what I asked you to do, but this is what you got to do.
I started watching Get Out.
How far did you get?
I understand the teapot now.
Okay.
Because I used to see the memes. I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about? And I understand that shit now.
So we about to talk about Get Out in a second. But it's one other topic that happened this week that sparked some conversation. I want to know how you feel about it.
Okay.
You walk in to a party and your girlfriend's there. When you walk in, you see her sitting on another man's lap. What do you think?
What type of party is it?
I mean, it's just a gathering. I don't care if she's sitting on this nigga lap. What do you think?
Who am I at the party with?
You are meeting her there. It's mutual friends there. You walk in and she's sitting on somebody's lap.
What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on?
Okay.
I need motherfucking answers. What the fuck? Who the fuck? And why?
Alright, so the reason I asked that question is because there was a picture that floated.
Bitch, she better stand up at attention when she see me walk in.
So there was a picture that was floating around out there of Russell Wilson and Sierra's best friend. So Sierra's best friend was sitting on Russell Wilson's lap.
Oh, well, it's different. That's a woman.
That was a woman sitting on a man's lap, and that man was her best friend's fiance. Like, so the question is like, why are you sitting on his lap? Because then I'm thinking like, so on the woman level, like, hey, that's between y'all. But on the man level, if I walk somewhere,
are my legs closed or my legs open? Am my man spreading or am I just sitting there?
If I walk in somewhere and I see my lady on somebody motherfucker, I don't give a fuck. Legs open, closed, 3-point stance. Get the fuck up. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, explain to me why the fuck. That if he why the fuck this man didn't get up and give you a seat if it's that serious? Like, what the fuck is going on?
We go way back.
Somebody I'm gonna push this motherfucker way the fuck back.
we go way back. She an old friend.
So that's enough. I mean, I don't know. I guess for myself, like, why the fuck is you sitting on somebody's lap? That's a definite no.
But we talk about I'm the man and this my fiance and this her homegirl. Like, let's have a conversation, ladies. So, I'm like, why you? Oh man!
Like, why you
no! I'm not even gonna walk down that road. No. Yeah, she need to get up. Cause a for real, like certified chick with 22-inch Remy in her hair, she ain't playing that shit. She not playing with that shit. She gonna take them pink and white nails and go slice all over that bitch face. She not thinking about that shit.
I could just imagine me personally, because I don't know what the girls do is whatever.
Where you gonna sleep at night? Where you gonna sleep at that night? Because you can't go home.
If I walk in,
you can't go home.
And I see my lady sitting on my motherfucking lap, I'm gonna be like, I'm pointing like you. Let me talk to you outside, right? And I'm dipping, and she not coming home. I might shoot the whole fucking party up. Shut this whole shit down.
Come on, man.
I'm shutting this whole shit down. It's like, no. Alright, man, I want to talk about this Get Out movie, though. I've been waiting for this. It's been 3 fucking weeks, man. I've been trying to wait.
I'm just not a fan of movies. Like, I don't like watching movies.
What type of niggas say shit like that? Like,
I don't like watching movies. I never watched Love Jones. And I heard this is like the 20-year anniversary of that shit. I don't care what people think. I never watched Love Jones.
It's a great fucking movie.
Whatever. I don't care.
Nigga said, I just don't like movies. So you watch TV?
I do watch TV.
30-minute shows is fine, but not a movie.
I can do maybe like an hour show too. But I don't like movies. No, I just don't.
I don't understand. So, fuck. I don't know where to start. So, you don't like the experience of going to the movie theater or this movie in general?
I mean, it's got to be something I really want to see. First of all, I don't really like fucking with strangers. So I don't.
What the fuck this got to do with strangers?
Then it's gonna be a bunch of motherfuckers around me in the theater. Like, I don't really like that feeling.
So your issue is the movie theater.
No, man, I just don't like being around a bunch of strangers. I mean,
strangers in your living room, nigga, watching the fucking.
I mean, I'm saying if it's on the DVD, I might fuck with it. I might fuck with it a little bit. But like going to a movie theater, that's just not my thing.
Good. Outside of movie theaters, so
I don't fuck with Benihana neither for that reason. I'm not sitting at the chef's table because I don't want to be sitting around a bunch of motherfucking strangers.
I've never went to Benihana's without a group.
No, man, I go sit by the sushi bar, but I don't want.
Well, you know what? I have sat in the bar before, but usually when I go to Benihana's, like it'd be like a bunch of us, and we make somebody else feel awkward because it'd be like.
I don't want the table experience. I don't want my food coming in portions. Give me all my shit. Bring all my shit to the table at the same time. And that's how I want to eat. I don't want to have awkward conversation with motherfuckers. I don't want to be sitting next to Rob and Jenny celebrating their 15-year anniversary and they awkward looking ass kids. Like I don't want to be with them. I don't want to be with y'all and y'all family. And I want all my food at once.
This is Dan, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know.
I want all my food at once.
I don't even know how to. I don't even know where to begin.
And I just don't be caring about movies like that. So I mean, I still ain't even watched all of Get Out, but I watched
So let's tweak our phrase. Like it's not that you don't care about movies. You don't care about going to the movie theater.
It's just got to be something I really want to see, and I just don't see movies that really catch my eye. Like, oh shit!
Where'd you watch Belly at?
I went to see Belly out of Southfield City.
Like, all right. Anyway, let's talk about this movie, dog. So I watched the movie. I went to movies and watched the shit. And initially, I really wanted to see this movie. I saw the previews for it months in advance. I'm like, dog, this shit look really, and I'm not like a.
And I don't like scary movies neither.
So I
just don't enjoy them.
I'm not one to be like, oh my god, I want to see this movie. But this was based off the preview and everything. I'm like, dog, I really want to see this shit. So when it finally came out. I think it came out like on a Friday, but you know how motherfuckers go like Thursday night, and everybody kept saying, "Man, this shit really good. It's really good." I didn't get to go see it until like maybe Saturday, Sunday, and everybody kept saying how the reviews was really, really good, and that really kind of fucks me up when people keep telling me shit is good, and then my expectations be a little different. So I went and watched the movie, and I enjoyed it. Right, like I enjoyed the movie. Wasn't nothing wrong with it, but I kept waiting to see the shit that everybody else was telling me about, like, oh, you gotta go see this, and I was like,
that moment just never happened.
It never really happened to me. Now that doesn't mean that the movie wasn't good. So I really wanted to talk about it. So I watched it again. I watched it the second time, and I did pick up more stuff the second time than I picked up the first time. And I was talking about it with somebody last night, and I even picked up some more. So it was a bunch of subtle shit in there that. But here's my problem, and it's not with the movie itself per se. It's with the people who watch the movie. I'm like one of the most woke motherfucker. You know that quote unquote woke shit.
I hate that.
Everybody like, oh my god, if you black, you gotta go see this movie. This is it. Like, shut the fuck up with that shit right now. Like, it wasn't that for me. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of shit in there that I thought was really dope. But it wasn't that movie. It wasn't like that for me. But if you was in that movie, I saw a bunch of motherfucking red flags, and I thought to myself, I'd have been the fuck out of there. One, I'm in an interracial relationship with this young lady, and I asked her, "Have you told your parents that I'm black?" And she like, "No." Fuck, you ain't told them for.
I'm
not about to just show up like, hey, like, no. I think you need to have that conversation, like in real life. I think you need to have that conversation. Some other shit that was kind of weird in the movie. So there's a scene in the movie where he goes out and has a smoke, and a nigga run at this motherfucker at full speed, like. At the very last minute, boom, he break out. How the fuck you let a nigga run at you in full speed and you don't screw up? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just me personally, if it's one or two things gonna happen. If I see a nigga coming in my direction running full speed, I'm either running with him, because you know when you see somebody running, you need to start running too, especially if you black. You understand that or not?
It's just an unwritten rule.
Yeah. If you running, I'm running.
It's survival tactics.
And we'll find out what I'm running from later once we make it safely. Or I'm squaring up because it look like you're about to attack me. One or two. I'm not just about to stand there and look. Like, that's some weird shit. Another joint that kind of was weird to me when she hypnotized a nigga, and that was some scary shit.
I've never been a fan of that shit.
Yeah, I'm definitely not never getting hypnotized. But when she hypnotized him, when he woke up and he realized that he had been hypnotized, like, why don't you go the fuck home? Like, you know what I'm saying? At this particular point...
Because it wouldn't have been no movie, man. Like, we just got to take it for the entertainment value that it is.
Well, Jordan Peele, said he wrote the movie in a such a way where he wanted to, for the people watching the movie would be like, if this was me, I would do this. And towards the end of the movie, it happened exactly like that. But there were some pieces in the movie I'm thinking like, nigga, I'm getting all the way the fuck out of here. One, we out here in the middle of fucking nowhere. The nigga said the next house is like a mile away. So can't nobody hear your fucking screams. No, that's not cool with me. But there was a scene in the beginning of the movie where the police officer had they hit the deer in the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
The police officer was asking him for his ID, and he wasn't the one driving and shit. So from all
Why does he need to give his ID?
Yeah, all intents and
If you don't shut the fuck up.
for all intents and purposes, it looked like he was being a racist ass cop, right? But what if that's not the case? What if this nigga here, the police officer, knows that black men are going missing around this motherfucking neighborhood, and he trying to get your fucking ID to make sure who you are and make sure your ass don't go fucking missing and shit. We just assumed they look.
What if he part of the nigga kidnapping crew?
Could be. I don't know. Could be.
Look, I'm not knocking interracial relationships. Love is love. Love who you love. I'm not interested in being in one. Give me a strong black woman who gonna talk shit to me, help lead a nigga in the right direction, and not gonna let me get in no, like if she love me and she, like if a black woman love you and she like really fucking love you, she gonna have your best interest in mind and she not gonna let you do no fuck shit. Like that's what I need. I don't want Becky and her adventurous ass. Like I wanna live with my black woman who gonna help my blind ass. The end.
True.
The end.
It was a very interesting. It was a bunch of different social aspects of the movie, where, like when he walked into the party or whatever, he didn't know he was being sold. Essentially, it was a real live slave being sold, and he had no idea. And when you watch it the second time, you listen to all the questions that they were asking him when he first appeared. One of them was like the brother at the dinner table was like, "With your physique, with your genetics, with a little bit of training, you'll be a great UFC fighter or whatever." So he's matching up the whole stereotype that we physically stronger. One of the white ladies who asked him a question referenced she had just her husband passed away, and referenced is it true what they say about black males? You know what I'm saying? Having is it true what they say about black males being bigger than white folks? Another Asian guy said, "Are you being black? Is it in America? Is it a detriment or is it positive or whatever?" So the long story short, how the movie plays out, essentially they cut a nigga brain open, they put the white person inside the black person's body, and the two crazy niggas that was in the actual movie were really the grandmother and grandfather of the white family, and they were basically inside of their bodies by proxy, and they were controlling it. And the reason that they were so fucking weird is because they don't know how to be black, you know what I'm saying? And that was weird. But the camera flash is what actually fucks them up and turn them back normal to a certain extent. So I seen a meme earlier this week, and it was like, a tweet was like, what if the reason that Kanye be spazzing out in front of the paparazzi
Because of the
camera flash, and the nigga be trying to,
nigga
be trying to get out and warn motherfuckers like, get away.
That's a good motherfucking theory.
Yeah.
That's a good theory. That would make so much sense.
Yeah. Well, also what I peeped, like in the beginning of the movie, when the father is showing Chris, the black character, around the house, he shows him a picture of his grandfather, and he said, "My grandfather was in the Olympics. His claim to fame is he lost to Jesse Owens, the year that Jesse Owens ran in front of Hitler and everything."
Yeah.
And he was like, he almost got over it. So I'm like, okay. And it didn't dawn on me until I watched it the second time or whatever. So when I watched it the second time, at the end of the movie, the part where there was the nigga was running at him real fast, that was the grandfather, and he was running at him like that old, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit. And he wanted to be in a black person's body on the genetic shit because y'all run faster, stronger, blah blah blah. So he ended up taking the body of a black person and shit. The guy who actually bought Chris and was about to take him, he was blind. He was an art critic or whatever. And Chris in the movie was a photographer. So at the end of the movie, they explain like it's a process. The father is a neurosurgeon. The mother is she does the hypnotizing shit, and then they show you on a video that the grandfather and the grandmother started this whole shit together, whatever. So it's a part process. So one, I need somebody to hypnotize you and be able to switch your mind, so to speak. Two, I need a surgeon who actually can do it. And three, you need to know what's going on, and you're gonna be in the quote unquote sunken place while I'm taking over your body and shit. So it was this. It was pretty deep on certain levels. But what I did enjoy was when he really found out like what the fuck was going on, and then it became everything that happened in this movie is some shit that I would do. Like, so he found out that when a motherfucker tapped the little thing, that put me in the little trance and shit. Yeah. So nigga ended up sneaking like some the cotton out of the chair and stuck it in his fucking ears and shit. So when the TV would have came on to do the dun, he act like he was asleep and shit. So the brother come out, you know what I'm saying, to try to take him back there. He immediately hit the motherfucking brother in the back of the head, you know what I'm saying, with a globe and shit. Boom, boom, he kill him, or we think he killed him and shit. He looking around for something. So most people don't do the little escape, let me get out. He like, nah, fuck this shit. He went to find the father and kill this nigga. So he takes his fucking antler shit off it's like a deer.
Taxidermist type
shit.
So
this nigga take the motherfucking head off, and when the nigga come out, he ran the horns into him or whatever. He ended up everybody in that whole fucking family ended up getting killed, essentially. And it was so dope that at the end of the movie, he was losing to the grandfather, essentially. And he took his phone out and hit the flash, boom. So the flash done, and my man turned back into himself for a hot second. And the white girl Rose, who she out there with the shotgun ready to kill him, he was like, the grandfather, black guy, was like, let me do it. So he takes the gun, shoots her, then shoots himself in the head because he wants the torture and shit to be over, or whatever.
But your grandchild's torturing has just begun.
Yeah. Well, at the time, it was the real person of his body because he technically still in there. He's just in the sunken place. So after all that shit, the police pull up. You thinking like, ain't this a bitch? He just choked the little girl out, killed everybody. Police come up and shit. This nigga about to go to jail and shit. It's not the police. It's the T motherfucking S to the motherfucking A to the motherfucking rescue and shit. So I think it was a dope movie, man. It's a bunch of little shit that I picked up on about how they treat you, and how some are being treated, and they had a silent auction, and like it was dope how he found out that Rose was in on it because he found a picture with all the other people that she done brought home. The gardener, the maid lady or whatever, like all these people, you seduce them, you bring them to the motherfucking crib, y'all fucking do y'all little thing on them and take their bodies and shit because you want to be us so bad. Like, so Jordan Peele, who was married to a white woman, I don't know, are you asking for help, sir? I don't know. So this is one of the reasons why I don't like it. Is now everybody acting like this motherfucker is he fucking MLK or some shit like this.
I always thought P and Kill was some corny ass niggas. That's why I never get a show a chance. Like they just look like cornballs.
They was corny and shit, right? So
we saying was like they probably like they not. They probably still the fuck are.
Yeah, and he proved how fucked up he is on the statements he made this week. But he been talking about, well, you know, we are all in our sunken place, and you know he doing all these metaphors and shit like that. And he's the first. The movie cost $4 million to make, and he done made $100 million. So they like he's the first black independent director to make $100 million on his debut film. Like, you know, niggas will find a stat for anything. Well, this is the first black person on a Tuesday to ever tie a shoe while walking backwards while chewing bubble gum. Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. But he made a comment and said the reason he married a white girl is because the black girls thought he was lame when he grew up, and then they didn't want him until he got successful and had money, and he was forced to marry a white woman.
And man, if that's your story, like live your truth, brother.
I'm like,
but I can't co-sign that bullshit.
It's only so
live your truth, my G.
It's only so long fake thugs can pretend. Like y'all was giving him all these props because he made this quote unquote progressive movie, and we need to go see this for the culture and all this other shit. And this motherfucker is on some bullshit. I'll just say that. Like, no, you love who you love, like who you like, but don't give me no weak ass story like, well, they up. Just miss me with that shit, dog.
Yeah, I'm not. I still think them niggas is corny. I guess I'll invest some more time to watch the rest of the movie. But,
I mean, it was a good movie. I watched it. I might watch it again on the Fire Stick. Cause you do pick up more stuff every time you watch it. And they got a little.
I gotta make it through it once. Like I haven't even picked up the. And you done gave away the whole fucking movie.
I mean,
I haven't even really.
It's been a fucking month, damn near. Man.
I mean, I didn't know there was a limit. I didn't know there was a fucking deadline when I had to watch it.
Well, niggas can't never talk about it. I tell like, listen, dog, we got to talk about it. Matter of fact, it was 2 weeks ago. I told you to watch it so we can talk about it on the episode.
It's just hard for me to watch a movie, man.
They got the fucking complex and shit. What the fuck is going on, man?
I ain't trying to watch that bitch with strangers.
I watch it at the crib. Shit, I don't know. It's on the Fire Stick.
I got it on my DVD. I'm watching it on DVD.
It's a DVD player, dog. Like,
and I found a link where I watched some of it on my phone, but like, I don't know, man.
Man, watch this shit again, dog. You probably.
I might watch Love Jones too once I'm done with that.
Nigga, Love Jones is a great fucking movie.
No,
dog.
you know what's great? I stumbled across Nia Long Instagram, and that is great. That is Picasso and Jesus at its finest. Elise Neal. Nigga, I saw that shit.
Yeah, you know,
Elise Neal.
She 51?
My nigga.
Like, this is what I love about black women.
Like, how can you not want that?
As a black woman, you do realize you're gonna be 27 for 30 years.
I'll take it, man.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they just like stop aging for a good 20 years,
man.
And then they be like, all right, I'll get old when I'm like 60. But Jesus Christ, if y'all follow me on Instagram or on Twitter, you should have seen what I retweeted.
That's what made me think about it, cause
I was just looking for it too. Like, Jesus Christ.
Elise Neal done turned the motherfucking clock back, my nigga.
I also do think that when you got money, you live better and you live longer.
Oh yeah.
Cause you just take care of yourself better.
I mean, I be doing yoga and eating all type of organic shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shopping at doing my whole grocery shopping at Whole Foods and
Right.
shit. Like,
I go Whole Foods now. I'm looking for 3 items and shit. Like, I get the fuck out of here.
shit's so fucking expensive.
Cause this fucking vegan cheese running me $13 and shit.
Man, I ain't never had vegan cheese.
Yeah, it's only one good brand. It's only one that tastes halfway decent and shit.
I gotta start slow, man. Right now, this coconut milk. this almond milk. You know.
Yeah, you know,
baby steps.
I've been doing. You know, I gave up the liquor. And I gave up animal flesh, and I'm doing cheese.
I guess we're giving up liquor this weekend because you didn't supply none. I should have made a stop at the stove.
40 days, you know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
and I'm doing cheese once a week, you know what I'm saying? Because I can't cut that shit out. It's just, I just can't.
How you make nachos with vegan cheese? That shit probably ain't even right, bro.
I haven't done it yet, so if I need entree, I just gotta pick the right day of the week where I'm gonna have some. Cause like I eat pizza, so like
I eat any
pizza,
type of
nachos, tacos, like so.
Tombstone, frozen pizza, thin crust, hot and ready.
Nigga, I'll be in Myers.
Arts liquor store, gas station pizza.
I'll be at Myers getting them pizzas. It'd be 4 for $10. Yes, all them bitches going in the oven at $3.75 for 12 minutes. Okay.
For real, I ain't got deep dish. Like I eat pizza every day if I could.
Yeah, it don't fucking matter. I can
Breakfast pizza.
Yeah, but man, I think that's all I got for this week, man. I need you to finish watching Get Out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think I got some interesting artwork for the Get Out. I got some interesting artwork for this episode.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I promised my mans I'd give him a shout out.
Oh, you know what? I do got something to play. We got a shop talk. We got to ask the shop question. I forgot at the end of each episode, we're gonna go to a shop talk. Ask the shop question. I do got one.
Okay.
Somebody sent us. They want our advice.
Okay. Well, we dishing out bad advice today. So
Well,
you're in luck.
We're gonna give him some good advice. One of the homies sent this in, so we're gonna give him some good advice.
He from Dry Road?
Yeah, he actually is.
Okay.
Nigga, everybody I know from Jerry Road and shit. That just happens to be the case today. All right.
Well, this be the awkward silence at the movie theater and shit. I don't like.
You gotta get over this. All right, you gotta get over this movie shit, dog. Something's going on. All right, man. Let's take out this question.
All right, here's the last question I got, and it came up at work.
Oh no, that's not the right one.
That was from.
Yeah, here you go.
All right, I wasn't going to ask this question, only because people might know who it is, because I put this person onto the podcast, but I don't care. I hope he hear this shit. So, here's the scenario. Me, my brother, and his girl, amongst some other people, was at a birthday party. I left early, like 10:40, because I had to get up at 3 to go to work. They came back to the crib like roughly 12:30. So when they did hear his girl being drunk and disrespectful, knocking on my door, calling my name, I didn't say anything. I just sent him a simple text. Why? He didn't reply to me. So I said, all right, bet. I got up, opened my door. She looked like she was scared shitless. She stopped, so I slammed my door in her face. So by this time, he knows I'm woke. So I'm trying to get back to sleep because, like I said, I gotta get up for work. And then they're still loud, just like nobody has to work in the morning. So I had to get up and act the ass because shit, I need to go to sleep. So this happened like 2 days ago. So when I try to address it, we on the phone talking about meaningless stuff to me because we haven't really addressed this situation that happened that night. And he kind of dismissed me like, shit happens. It happened, it's over with. I couldn't control the situation. So my question is, am I wrong if the next time I see her, I address it with her?
All right, man. That was a long question, but that was a situation where I guess where they have roommates and you got company over. The company is being very loud, disrespectful, not respecting the peace and tranquility and the time of day it is. And you, as the person, as the mate of the accused party, don't do shit about it. And just like, all right, man, it is what it is. So do you take it upon yourself to address the situation so it don't happen? Because you tried to reach out to the man like, hey, nigga, control your shit, and you not. So so from my point, it's like, so what do? Do you A, just say, forget it, hopefully it don't happen again, address it with him, and say, hey, I need you to talk to her, or do you just go straight to the horse's mouth and say, listen?
I think you're going down the wrong path, just going directly to your homeboy's girl. I think you address it with, now we're not texting about it, like I need to see you and we need to talk about it. Like, hey, yo, what happened the other night was fucking foul. You know I had to go to work. Like, I'm gonna need you to show some consideration, like more than just one person live here. And like shit like that can't be going down. We gotta understand it. And y'all need to look each other in the eye like men, shake on that shit, and just go on about your separate way. And I don't need to know when you checked, or I don't need to know about the shit. I just need you to make sure that shit don't happen again.
Right.
And then we can, ain't no beef. You know, I'm not coming at you hostile with my chest poked out. Like, this man to man, I'm telling you how I feel. Mm-hmm. If you got something you feel, let's say it and let's be done with the shit. But homie, just don't let that shit happen again, my nigga. That's it.
I think that's good advice. Now wait. Now if all three of y'all was out drinking and shit, and all y'all get drunk, can you be upset if somebody is drunk and y'all was drinking together?
You can't control a drunk motherfucker. I mean, that's the wild card in the situation. Like, you can't control a drunk. But I'm just saying, man. If she full on drunk, trying to tell a woman to calm down is like trying to fucking baptize a tiger. Like, you just can't do this shit. Like, the shit is fucking impossible. I mean, it's for real.
Now, what the fuck did that come from? That's funny. I'm gonna use it in the future.
I mean, I do use that shit. Like, it's literally like trying to baptize a tiger. So, I mean, if you can't, you know you ain't gonna be able to calm her down, but this needs to be one of them instances you grab her by the inside of the arm and you help her walk to another area of the house. And where we close the door. Like, not...
Or if, you know, it may be a situation that's like, I know my man gotta go to work in a couple hours and shit, and you loud drunk. Maybe I'll take you somewhere else.
Yeah, let's go
sit in the car. Maybe let's take a ride. I don't know. But
sit outside and let that high come down.
Let that cold air hit you in the face.
No, but ain't no beef. We as long as you respectful about it, we done with it. And we still cool.
Or just let them listen to this episode.
Yeah.
They're probably listening to it already. So.
Yeah. It don't. And he said that was his brother.
Yeah, I remember.
I believe he said that was his brother. I mean, I don't have no brothers, you know, no biological. I got niggas I came up with that's like brothers to me. But, like, you know, sometimes your brother, you just need to get that nigga a little bit of space, let him breathe. No, then we can address it later. Like, let's let cooler heads prevail. Speaking of niggas, it's like brothers to me. Yo, I want to shout out to my niggas, my Double Negative family, Rod Wallace, my nigga Mike Notes, just dropped his Biggie tribute project. You know, I guess as in the anniversary of his death, it's at Dirty, DIRTYOLO men .bandcamp.com. They did the whole project. It's kind of dope. So some more good music to check out. They producers. They used to. My nigga Rod used to rap. But I mean, I don't know if he's still fucking with the pen.
So explain the project. They did all the beats over, or
cooked up some new production
for the same vocals over new production.
Yeah,
I like when people do shit like that.
Yeah. My nigga Rob is like a really talented producer.
I'm gonna check it out.
Still doing with it, but I mean, Kush Blunts and Clinic Trips. I'm still trying to put it out. So I mean, if you producer and you got beats,
man, you got a hot 16. Also, man, listen. I meant to talk about this before we wrap up. My birthday, April the 16th.
35.
About to be 35. That's
a little bit less than a month away.
Yeah, a little bit less than a month away. That's OG status for you niggas that don't know. But I mentioned a couple weeks ago, a couple months ago, a couple episodes ago that leading up to my birthday, I want to do something special. And I want to do something, 35 random acts of kindness. Essentially. But I just don't want to do it by myself. I want to start something where a hashtag or whatever. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to document myself. I'm not about to record me doing something to somebody because that's weird. Like, hey.
Here's $1. Hold on, let me Snapchat me giving you this $1 though, bro. Yeah, but so everybody know I gave you $1.
Right, that's weird. But what I think I will do.
It's not genuine.
Yeah. Either before or afterwards, I probably just talk to the camera a little bit like, hey, this is what I'm about to go do, and explain the situation or what happened or whatnot. But I just want to be the change that you want to see in the world type of shit, you know. And it's really like some pay it forward type thing. I do need some assistance and some help because I don't know 35 different things. I could do a bunch of the same things, but I want to be creative. If we have anybody out there who can donate resources, if you want to give a free haircut, like I want to take somebody off the street and take them to the barbershop and get them a haircut, because that changes your whole everything. You know, clean somebody up, maybe take somebody up, just give them a room, give them a night stay. You know what I'm saying? Get something to eat. Hey, stay here for the night. It's cold out here in these streets, or whatever. Just doing something good. But I want y'all to help in and do it as well, man. Just help somebody out. A random act of kindness goes a long way. You can change somebody's life. You literally never know what impact that you have. It could be the guy who walk up to you, ask you for $1. It literally could be just giving somebody $1. It could be holding the door open for somebody. It could be paying somebody tab at the restaurant or paying for some old lady groceries or whatever. You know what I mean? But doing something nice for somebody, I want to get that started. Hashtag 35 random acts of kindness. So that's what I'm doing. Hopefully, the goal is for me to. I want to throw a party, man. I want to throw a birthday party / podcast meet and greet. I just gotta look for a venue. So
it's gonna be like a cabaret.
I want to do it at a bar. You know what I'm saying? because people are more comfortable going to a bar than they are coming to a cabaret, like a business.
I don't know, man. We make that shit BYOB.
I know,
Get
man.
some glossy ass flyers with your face on it.
I get you, man, but ladies don't really want to go to cabarets. You know what I'm saying? Well, let me rephrase that. They not as safe. It's easier for them to go to establish a building or a bar.
You should be in a white suit on your cabaret.
I'm definitely throwing on a bow tie because if you know me,
I feel like I've seen you in a white suit.
You've never seen me in a white suit. You've never seen me in a white suit.
Then you got a problem with a white suit?
No, it was in all black.
Okay.
1952 Rolls Royce. That was Eleanor Roosevelt's car. But we're not talking about that right now.
That was Eleanor Roosevelt's car.
Yeah, that was just a humble brag.
You snarky motherfucker.
Humble brag. 35 random acts of kindness. Hopefully this will culminate at a party. I just got to figure out where we're going to have it. I need a venue to have it. If you know of a venue, contact me. I'm Jay Johnson 313 on all social media. You can shoot an email to shoptalkpodcast@gmail.com if you got any questions or concerns, or you want to send some for some advice or just a shout out. Send an email over to Shoptalkpodcast, a voice note, voice memo. Y'all know how to do this shit. Like, you got an iPhone, you should know how to record a voice memo, right? Like, it's an app called voice memo, and you just record it and just email it to Shop Talk Podcast.
Man, my iPhone did some shit yesterday. I ain't even know this bitch is capable of doing. So I mean, these bitches is amazing.
And if you got an Android, I have no idea how you record audio, but I'm sure it's the same way. Record that shit and then
you gotta have Snapchat to record audio on the Android.
Just record that shit and send it to Shop Talk Podcast at
your
gmail.com.
grainy ass picture.
But in real life, man, I do appreciate y'all. I appreciate all the love. Y'all listening and checking in with us.
You shouldn't send nudes if you got a fucking Android.
You should always send nudes. I don't care how you can send me a nude via smoke signal. I look at the shadow. You can send me a nudes in email.
Why your nipples look grainy as fuck?
But I do appreciate y'all love. Go to the website shoptalkpod.com. Yeah, man, all that good stuff, man.
Dame Gone Wild, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. Yeah, that's it, man.
Yeah. Also, I need a venue. I know y'all listening. I don't care where y'all from. Y'all find me a venue. I want to have it there.
The Kings and Queens Hall. Joe Lewis Post.
Hey, low key, if it gotta be a cab, it gotta be. But I'd rather like a bar or some shit like that. But
BYOB, my nigga.
Hey, and don't be scared to come out like I'm not gonna like. You may not have talked to me or don't know me from Adam, but you listen every week. I'm not a funny acting nigga. You come to the party, we gonna have a drink together. I'll be over my 40 days and 40 nights by then.
Yeah.
Come out, man. We ain't funny acting. We'll fuck with you. Like we say every week, I'm not saying we the Rockefeller podcast, but we are Jay and Dane.
Hell yeah.
Peace.